Ames.
Yes.
Bonner.
Yes.
Cross.
Yes.
Henderson.
Yes.
Lester.
Yes.
Malone.
Yes.
Patrick.
Yes.
Kroll.
Yes.
Trutchell.
Yes. Okay. Motion passed. Item 6 will not be read this evening.
Thank you. Item number 8 is second reading to authorize the relocation of a portion of North Plaza Boulevard. And as the mayor explained in detail at our last meeting, it will permit the conveyance of real properties. And this will go a full 3 reads, and that does conclude my report.
Okay. Thank you. Other committee reports this evening? Mrs. Lester.
President Schultz, city's items on the agenda this evening, and the 5th item is up for a second reading, and that has to do with parking on the south side of Neal Avenue between Maple Avenue and Sugar. And there should be no question on this because it is a safety issue, and we feel that it should go forward. And then we also have a first reading, item number 17, Amendment 917-06, a codified ordinance and a repeal ordinance number 27-06. And this has to do with garbage pickup, and this will go all 3 readings. Thank you.
Thank you. Other committee reports. Mr. Prohl.
Thank you, President Schultz. Safety Service Committee has one item on the agenda tonight. That is item number 9. That item deals with obstruction of fire hydrants. And I would ask that we let this go for 3 reads, but I would ask that everyone please support this. We are looking to prohibit items being planted around or placed around fire hydrants that obstruct them from view. This has been a safety issue, and also fire hydrants have been painted colors such as camouflage that makes them rather hard to see at night. This ordinance would have a regulation that fire hydrants would be painted red with a white cap, so there would be some uniform color, and also paints would have to be approved by the police or the fire department. So, but we'll let that go. It's a first read tonight.
Okay. Mrs. Henderson.
Thank you, President Schultz. Finance Committee has several items on tonight's agenda. Item number 1 at third reading is an ordinance that is authorizing the city to pay $2,100,000 through municipal court bonds and for the purchase of 89 to 95 East Main Street. Item number 2 at third reading is an ordinance to authorize the purchase of it. It's the actual purchase contract at $1,150,000 for that property. Item number 11 is at first reading an ordinance to appropriate $11,375 for the end of the year 2009 budget regarding traffic control. The auditors request these monies be put into the traffic control portion to meet the payroll through year end. And at the appropriate time, I'll ask that we waive the 3-read rule on item number 11. Item number 12 at first reading also is an ordinance that we will ask to waive the rule tonight to appropriate $46,000 to pay to the fire pension fund. And this needs to be done before year end, and we need to appropriate those monies and have it ready. And so we'll ask to move on that tonight. Item number 13 is first reading of an ordinance to appropriate $13,398.50 for expenses related to the Nina Gardens sewer project. This would in fact be a final payment to DLZ Engineering, but there is a typographical error where the $328.50 portion of the dollar amount needs to be changed to $398.50. I make a motion to amend all dollar amounts in this ordinance to reflect $13,398.50 as the balance due.
Okay. Second by Mrs. Ames. Okay, roll call to amend the dollar amount.
Ames,
Yes.
Bonner,
Yes.
Cross,
Yes.
Henderson,
Yes.
Lester,
Yes.
Malone,
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
Prohl,
Yes.
Trutchell.
Yes.
And that motion passed, so that will be amended.
Item number 14 is the finance ordinance to appropriate $650 for a washing machine that is needed in fire station number 4, and that's at first reading. Item number 15 is a finance ordinance to appropriate $1,104.61 for a new computer to be used in the Civil Service Commission office, and that's also the installation with the ADS contract with that, and that is also at first reading. Finance Committee on November 30th met and discussed all legislative items and assignments. And one of the results of the meeting that we held in the first floor conference room was we went through all the finance assignments and discussed pending legislation. And there was a question of utility usage with the current municipal court building here that we're in tonight and the utility usages for 95 East Main Street. So we left that meeting, and Mrs. Patrick was able to obtain the information on the electric and natural gas usage for this building for the last 2 years. And last Friday, I met with Mr. Herbert Friedman, and he presented me with his ledger entries for the last 12 months of what he used, dollars were expended to maintain the 95 East Main Street. And Mr. Friedman is an 80-year-old gentleman, successful businessman, who in our conversations was quite delightful. He has an accounting degree himself, and he does not use computers, but he uses old-fashioned accounting ledger books. And he has everything very well documented and all the receipts to support that, and these were the numbers that he presented to me. After further clarification, we were able to break out the number that was a combined water and electric bill to reflect what the water would be. And his numbers for the last 12 months covered what we call when a building is in a mothball state, where it's the thermostat is on 50 degrees. It has the elevator is inspected annually. It has a telephone line for security systems and the insurance and the landscape maintenance. So this has all been provided to all of council and all interested parties, and there are some extras in the audience area. No, this does not reflect what would be a normal usage that has hundreds of people coming in and out of the building, but it was also quite obvious that the building is an all-electric building, and that it is very energy efficient in that the electric bill for the last 12 months was $4,649.14. So this is just the information that we were able to obtain to further clarify that issue. Also, at this time, I would like to make an unusual request and ask, Mr. President, can we have a 5-minute recess? Some paperwork just came in, and I need to talk to the law director. Could we go into recess for just 5 minutes or 3 minutes?
Okay, we have a motion to go in recess. Is there a second? Mr. Bonner,
Thank you.
roll call.
Ames,
Yes.
Bonner,
Yes.
Cross,
Yes.
Henderson,
Yes.
Lester,
Yes.
Malone,
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
Prohl,
Yes.
Trutchell.
Yes.
Okay, we're in recess.
Thank you.